Oh my gosh, what is up? What is up? I am so excited to make a video today. So even though I'm excited to make this video, oh wow, here we go again. I don't know if you guys remember the last time I was posting, but my fucking phone kept falling off of the steering wheel, like without anything moving or giving it any reason to fall, whatever. So even though I'm excited to make a video today, it is going to be a really tough topic. So I'm just going to rip it off like a band-aid. My dog got put down. If you guys remember when I was posting before, Santi, my pit bull Great Dane mix, was put down, and it was all my fault. If you guys recall, I handed him over to a childhood friend who graciously agreed to watch him until I got my shit together, and my shit never got together. And he started acting out with the other dogs that he was around, and my friend's mom had to end up taking him to a shelter, and he was there for, from what she told me, about a week. And he got in a fight with another dog at the shelter, and when she dropped him off, she hadn't mentioned anything about what had happened to her dog. When Santi had gotten in a fight with her dog, she didn't mention anything about it. She just said that he was too big and that she was too old to take care of him. And so she didn't tell them anything about the fights he had been in, and he got in a fight with the dog at the shelter, and they had to put him down. And the whole time my friend was trying to contact me, and my phone was broken at the time, so it was really hard for me to get on Facebook, but I was still getting on Facebook to find plugs for my fix and everything like that. So I was getting on Facebook periodically. I just eventually, at first I was very good about checking her messages and checking up on him, and then the further I got into my addiction, it was like god damn it. The further I got into my addiction, the less and less I checked her messages. And by the time I got the message about him being taken to a shelter, and she didn't know if I was dead or not. She didn't know if I had overdosed or, was in a ditch somewhere, because I hadn't posted in 5 months. And by the time I got to her messages, the last message was that he had been taken to a shelter, and I was like, which shelter? Like, I'm coming to get him now. And she's like, my mom just called me to let me know that they put him down because he had attacked another dog that was at the shelter. And I knew I was gonna have to make this video at some point, because I figured somebody would ask like how he was doing or where he was and why he wasn't in videos anymore. I told myself I was going to try not to cry, and I have a feeling I'm going to fail miserably, because I was never an animal person at all. And Santi, I got him for my depression, because it was getting really bad. And so he was a registered service dog, and he was a dual diagnosis. It was for my depression and also my PTSD because of my sexual assaults. And he was just the best. And it makes me never, like, I haven't gotten closure on it, because if I even start to talk about, like, I don't know how I'm not crying already, but I still haven't gotten closure on it, because if I talk about it for longer than like 20 minutes, I just start bawling. Sometimes even like longer than 30 seconds. I cried for like 2 days after I found out. Like 2 days straight, like I just would like randomly break down, and it's like, it's literally all my fault. Like, my friend was really nice about it and like apologized and felt like she failed me and all this other shit, and it was like not her fault at all. And you know, she was trying to tell me that like it wasn't my fault, and I was just like, it's all my fucking fault. Like, she was being so sweet about it, and I'm like, no, it's all my fault. And it's just like an innocent little thing was like. And I remember taking him to certain people prior to that. When I would try to go into detox, I would try to look for people to watch him. And there were 2 separate people that watched him for a week while I was trying to detox, and I could never make it through detox. Or I would make it through and then I would relapse right after. And like, I always came back. Like, that was the thing. Like, I would give him up for a week, but I always came back. I always came back for him, and that time I didn't come back, and I wasn't there when he was euthanized. And I can't fucking handle it. And I don't know how to get closure, because it was my first, like, I had animals when I was little, but I was so irresponsible as a child that my mom would end up taking care of them, so it was like her pet. And I would just kind of play with it whenever I wanted to. Like, she would always be the one to feed the animal and, you know, do like the vet thing and stuff and grooming. But I just, like, I don't know how to feel better about it. And there was one thing that someone who's kind of like a sort of like a mentor to me said, that when, like, she's had several dogs, and she said every time she loses one, she's like, I'll never get another animal. Like, I can't imagine ever getting another animal, because that's how I feel. I can't imagine ever having another dog. And I feel like it would be disrespectful to Santi to get another dog, like he's being replaced, because I just can't. He could never be replaced, like, ever. And I remember when my addiction got really bad and I was going to lose my place, my apartment, one of the last, like, within the last couple weeks that I was in my apartment, I remember there was one night that he would always sleep in bed with me, and he was asleep, like, dead asleep, like, nothing was waking him up. He was a really hard sleeper, and he was laying there under his blanket that I bought him, and I was just laying there, like, petting his face and just, like, playing with his ears, and I just remember sobbing because I knew I was gonna have to give him up, and I just didn't want to. And I was just like, I told everybody, I was like, if you want me to be suicidal again, take my fucking dog. Like, because everybody was telling me to give him up, and my brother was even gonna take him because I thought that would be a good alternative. That way I could still see him, and I could even, like, buy him back from my brother one day. But when my brother offered, you know, and agreed and said, okay, I'm ready to take him, and I just didn't want to give him up, and I was just being really selfish, and it was just so fucked. And it just would have been so perfect, because, like, he would have been in the same town, and my brother has kids that loved Santi. I mean, loved him. And my brother had another dog that Santi and Beatrice got along so well, and it just, I know hindsight's 20/20, but it's just like, I don't know when I'm gonna get over this, but it fucking hurts, and I just avoid it so much, and it's like, I'm still struggling with the very thing that killed him. Like, if I had not been struggling with addiction, if I had not relapsed, if I had not, you know, like, none of this would have happened, and I'm still having trouble getting off of something that took my best friend away. Like, I remember being dope sick. Like, and for those of you that have never been through withdrawals from this particular substance, it's indescribable, and it's fucking excruciating. And, like, I just remember, like, feeling half dead, and he would just, like, crawl in my lap and just, like, he didn't care. Like, he loved me no matter what. Like, no matter what. Like, I would get home from doing the worst shit, or I would just do the most fucked up shit, or feel like the most fucked up person on the planet, and he just, every time he saw me, it was like, Mom. And, like, I don't know what to do now. And, like, I have this fucking, like, when I first got him, I had, like, a bow tie. Like, this ridiculous-ass bow tie. That's still hanging. I'm looking at it right now. It's hanging on my fucking rearview mirror, and I can't look at it sometimes because I'm like, I killed him. Like, he's gone because of me. And I just wish that I would have never gotten him. Like, he could be in a home with some little kid that would have him for fucking 20 years. Like, he wasn't even a year old. Like, I didn't deserve him. I didn't deserve him, and, like, I don't know. It's just so fucking hard, and I just feel like I will never have another animal again, because it scares the shit out of me to love something that much. Like, it makes me never want to love anything like that much again, because it hurts so bad. Like I don't want to love a person that much. I don't want to love anything that much, because then when it's gone, it's like it breaks me in half. Like, it makes me wish it was me. He didn't do anything. This fucking innocent little dog. And I feel stupid because it's a dog, because, like, before, if I would have saw a video of somebody crying over their fucking dog, I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, I've heard of people taking days off of work because their pet died. And I would be like, okay, not that deep, but, like, it's that fucking deep. Like, when you have something that just loves you unconditionally, no matter what, like, is happy to see you every goddamn... I could have murdered a family of 5 and come home, and he would have just been like, hey, like... Fuck. Like, I don't know how to feel better. And I want to. Like, selfishly, I want to, and I don't deserve to, because I'm the reason he's gone. And, like, my mom cries over it all the time, because I would, like, call her when I would go on walks with him, and I've watched videos that, like, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed the other day and just started fucking bawling because he was in the background of all my videos, like, just right there, like, in between the seats. And now he's gone. And, like, I got a hold of the lady that I got him from. I lost her number because I got a new phone and I didn't transfer my contacts over, and I went to the same website and everything, and I found her ad, and it was a little bit different, so I wasn't sure that it was the same lady, and I texted her and I'm like, hey, you know, I got a dog last March, and it was from this really nice lady, and she blah 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 blah, and she was like, it's me, like, I'm the lady you got him from. And I didn't even tell her, you know, that anything had happened to him, but, like, I don't even, for a second, I thought that I could, like, deal with getting another dog, but it was, like, I just was crying the whole time I was talking to her, texting her, and it's like, fuck. Like, this blows. And I'm still doing the same shit. I don't know. I knew I was going to have to make this fucking video eventually. I didn't mean for it to be 15 minutes, but I don't really give a fuck, because, like, if you don't want to watch it, then shut it off. I don't care. I needed to say it. God. Fuck. Anyway, Love you guys. I don't really know how to end this. Like, how do you be like, my dog's dead, bye? I don't know. I guess if you guys have any, you know what would help me? Personal stories. If you guys will please just do me a big favor. If it's not gonna make you guys too emotional, like, I don't want you guys to share something that's gonna like put you in distress or like bring pain to you guys. Please understand that. But if there's a situation that's similar to this, or you lost an animal and you have closure on it, and you wouldn't mind sharing, like, private message, comment, whatever, it would really help me. Like, it would really make me feel better, because it was my first, like, animal that I had taken care of. And I just feel like a complete fucking failure. And there are so many things that I don't know about dogs. Even now, like, even still, you know, there are so many things that I, like, he was, like, a learning experience for me. And so, like, if there's anything that you guys can share with me to maybe fucking ease some of this, that would really help, and I would really appreciate it. But like I said, if you're like me and you're like not over it yet, please don't go there. Like, I don't want you guys to, you know, bring up anything that's gonna upset you, just for the sake of like making me feel better. But like, if you guys have anything that you can share with me, just please, because I don't know what the fuck to do. It just hurts really fucking bad. So anyway, hope you enjoyed my 16-minute and 43-second video. Okay, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I won't be such a fucking train wreck. But anyway, alright, love you guys, bye.